Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. This is one of those stories that just keeps gaining momentum, and it's not just speculation. It's real, it's happening, and it's poised to shake up the NFC East in a way we haven't seen in years. The Giants are on the verge of making a move that could redefine their future, and it involves a significant trade that has everyone talking. We're talking about acquiring Jerry Jeudy from Cleveland, a wide receiver who, despite some injury setbacks, has shown flashes of brilliance, and a new cornerback addition, Deont Banks, who's been making waves in the secondary. This isn't just about adding players, it's about shifting the entire division landscape, and if these moves go through as expected, it could make the Giants not just playoff contenders but serious Super Bowl contenders. Let's start with Jerry Jeudy, because he's the centerpiece of this potential blockbuster. Drafted out of Alabama back in 2020, Jeudy has been a top-tier receiver when healthy. His 2024 season was impressive, with over 200 yards receiving, placing him firmly among the top 15 wideouts in the league. He scored 9 touchdowns, and his yards per reception averaged nearly 14 yards, which is elite. What makes Jeudy stand out isn't just the raw numbers, but his route running and separation ability. His EPA per target, which measures how much value he adds per play, was plus 0.20, ranking among the best in the league. His PFF grade for this season was an impressive 86, placing him in the top 10 amongst receivers, and his YAC yards after catch was over 5.8 yards per reception, also in the top 10 nationally. And let's not forget his contested catches, where he had a success rate of 52%, ranking among the top 12 wide receivers, and his deep catch percentage was nearly 50%, showing his ability to make big plays downfield. Plus, he has 0 drops versus man coverage, which is a rare and valuable trait. Now, Jeudy's health has been a concern, especially with a knee injury that limited him at times this season. But when he's on the field, he's a game changer. Just look at his Week 3 performance against the Giants. 7 receptions, over 100 yards, and a touchdown, with an EPA per play of plus 0.21. That kind of production is exactly what the Giants need to elevate their passing game, especially with Jackson Dart now at quarterback. Dart, a rookie, has shown flashes of potential, with 100 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions in 2025. His QBR is solid, and the addition of Jeudy could turn him into a legitimate franchise quarterback's weapon. Jeudy's career totals are also noteworthy, around 500 receiving yards and 25 touchdowns, similar to what we saw with top-tier receivers in their prime, like Stefon Diggs during his peak years with the Bills. But wait, why would Cleveland trade Jeudy now? Well, it's about cap space and rebuilding priorities. The Browns, currently sitting at 2-4, are in a bit of a rebuild phase, especially after acquiring Deshaun Watson and trying to find stability on offense. They're on the hook for a lot of cap space, and with Watson's future uncertain, they need to free up resources. Trading Jeudy for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft gives them some much-needed flexibility to focus on their defense and possibly develop younger players. Cleveland's defense, led by Myles Garrett, is still formidable, but their offense has struggled, especially with Watson's inconsistency and injuries. The risk here is that their offense could take a hit, similar to what happened to the Broncos after losing Jeudy last season, where their offensive EPA per pass dropped significantly. But for the Giants, this is a massive upgrade. With Jeudy, their passing game could go from one of the league's weakest, averaging around 200 yards per game, ranking 28th, to a much more formidable attack, potentially pushing that number to 240 yards per game or more. The impact on the Giants' offense would be immediate and profound. Picture this: Jeudy lining up in the slot or outside, creating mismatches against defenses, especially in the red zone. His red zone efficiency currently sits at about 55%, but with better targets and more opportunities, that could rise to 75%, especially against fronts like the Eagles, who are known for their aggressive pass rush and allowed over 130 yards per game on the ground. Adding Jeudy would give Dart a true deep threat, boosting the team's explosive plays by around 13 per game, which is huge for a team that struggled to sustain big drives. And with Jackson Hyatt emerging early in the season with 250 yards, the Giants could have a potent duo of speedsters capable of stretching defenses. Now, this isn't just about offense. The Giants have been working hard on their defense, and the addition of Deonte Banks is another piece of the puzzle. Banks, a promising young cornerback, has been showing that he can hold his own against NFL receivers, and pairing him with other defensive stalwarts could solidify a secondary that's been vulnerable at times. And remember, the Giants are still dealing with some injury issues. Darius Slayton, who's been a key target, is hampered by a hamstring and missed Week 7, while Malik Neighbors is questionable with a concussion. The offensive line also faces challenges, with Schmitz battling a concussion and being questionable for upcoming games. These injuries make the addition of a reliable, explosive receiver like Jeudy even more critical, especially as the team looks to stay competitive during the stretch run. Let's talk about the bigger picture now. If this trade goes through for the Giants, it could be a game-changer in the NFC playoff picture. Right now, the Giants are sitting at 2-4, but with Jeudy's addition, their offensive numbers could skyrocket. Projected stats show around 100 yards and 8 touchdowns for Jeudy, which would significantly increase their passing yardage per game, going from 200 to around 240 yards. That's a 17% boost in EPA per pass, and it could turn Jackson Dart into a more confident, accurate quarterback, something he's been working on all season. His completion percentage and decision-making could improve, reducing sacks by about 10%, which is critical given that they've already taken 18 sacks this season. This boost in efficiency and explosiveness could push the Giants' win probability up by roughly 15%, according to advanced data models, especially in crucial games against divisional rivals like the Cowboys or even in potential playoff rematches. And that's where it gets even more interesting. The odds for the Giants to win the Super Bowl could plummet from +12-0 to around +4-0 if this trade materializes, making them serious contenders. The NFC favorites at the moment are around +500, but with Jeudy boosting the offense and Banks solidifying the secondary, the Giants could emerge as dark horses. Their chances in the playoffs would improve markedly, especially in high-pressure situations, where their red zone efficiency, now at 55%, could climb to 75%, making them much more lethal against top defenses like the Commanders, who are favored at +500 and are known for their stout defense. And let's not forget the potential impact in big-game scenarios like rematches at MetLife. With Jeudy's ability to perform under pressure, especially in cold weather, and Dart's growing confidence, the Giants could be much more competitive, even against the league's best teams. The chemistry between Jeudy and Dart, combined with the team's improving defense, could elevate the Giants to a contender level, making them a team no one wants to face in January. It's an exciting time, folks, because this move isn't just about one or two players. It's about signaling a shift in the NFC East. The Giants are positioning themselves as serious contenders, and if this trade goes through, it's going to be a major storyline for the rest of the season. Looking ahead, the Giants have a lot to gain from this move: more firepower, more explosiveness, and a real shot at returning to the Super Bowl stage. Their front office and coaching staff, led by Brian Daboll, have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves when the opportunity arises. This could be that moment, a moment that defines the franchise for years to come. The division, which has been dominated by the Eagles and Cowboys for so long, might just see a new power rise from the shadows, and the Giants could very well be that team. All eyes are now on the negotiations, the final details, and whether Cleveland will agree to part ways with Jeudy. But one thing is certain: if it happens, the NFC East landscape will never be the same, and the Giants fans, you should be fired up because the best is yet to come. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you think Jeudy will be the missing piece that takes the Giants over the top? Or are you concerned about the risks involved in this trade? Either way, it's an exciting time to be a Giants fan, and I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest news and analysis on your favorite team. Remember, this season is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling in recent memory, and with these potential moves, the Giants could be on the verge of something truly special. Thanks for sticking with us, and as always, let's go Giants.